Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver this latest timeless collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. If you have questions, I have answers. You could find those facts on the website located in the title of this live. Raw, real, unscripted, unedited channel message. Timeless when you find it. Okay. So after these messages, we'll be right back. The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by spirits. All right, so we pulled your 2 alpha and omega messages. We pull them first, we read them last. They put a beautiful bow on the entire message for you. The first card we're going to show is from the Download Oracle, my custom deck created through 10 years of life experience. And it says, when you recognize their flame, since it so perfectly matches your own. So there's some soul recognition happening here between two. There's this embrace that happens. You recognize their fame. They're enough like and enough opposite that it works, is what I heard. Enough like and enough opposite that it works. Okay, so we're going to put that one up there. Let's get some words on this, okay? Because we got the words. Been using the words today as I did the zodiac signs. That looks like plenty of words. Let's see what we have coming out. Mentality. The mentality. We have lover. We have career. We have go. We have stop. Stop and go. What? We have fall. And we have outcome. And then we have rat. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign rat is what I'm hearing. Okay. And then I heard, would you catch me if I fall for you? 'Cause I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. Okay, so would you catch me if I fall for you? There's a connection here. There's enough similarities and enough differences to keep you both interested in somebody is falling. But they want to know if you're going to catch them when they fall for you. Okay. Something about their career is go and stop. Hold on. So their career was go, right? I see somebody's career is go, but then it's like, hold on, stop, because it's time for you to fall in love. This person could be a very career oriented, just so focus on that, loving their career, but it just, yeah, when this they saying do this. Career go, lover stop. Interesting. They said do that. And then fall in love and the outcome, and then the rat. What's with the Chinese zodiac sign of the rat? Somewhere I have information that talks about the Chinese zodiac signs too. But Chinese zodiac signs go by the year of birth. So let me see. I'm gonna pick that out. I'm gonna get that online real quick, because I'm hearing it strongly. Like, what years was the Chinese zodiac sign born? OMG, rats, knots, tat. All right. So, Chinese zodiac sign of the rat, 1948, 1960, 1972, 1984, 1996, 2008, 2020, and 2032 is the next one. Okay, so those are the years of birth. Somebody here. Chinese zodiac signs change by 12-year cycle. We have the flame coming out again. So we have flame there and flame there. So the flame is coming out from the wild unknown archetypes. We have the fault line. The fault line is coming out absolutely in reverse. So that's interesting. And then we have the starborn. And look at the fault line. Ooh, because there's egg here and the egg is cracked, and that egg looks like, so this fault line looks like a zoom in on this that's here. Interesting. Oh, thank you. And then I just heard, yeah, the egg has to be incubated in a certain heat. And the animal is at the bottom of the deck, and you just see the eye. Somebody got blue eyes, but the thing was, and then I heard, as I said, somebody got blue eyes. I heard blue, oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? Okay, the flame though is giving me the heat that's necessary to incubate the egg so that the little chick is grown inside can hatch. Okay, some is about to hatch, it's about to give, it's about to blow. And then I heard the roof is on fire. We don't need the water, let the mother kaboom. Okay, listen, that's the energy that I'm seeing here. In other words, the heat that's here. So there's somebody's career is very active, and this lover comes in, and it's like it's an incubation. I feel like this lover puts passion in their life that incubates in order for this person to come out. It's almost as though this person has a primal nature, the animal nature in themselves that needed to be harnessed, it needed to be enhanced, it needed to be embraced, it needed to be uh play, it need to be let out to play is what I'm getting. Okay, and so that's why this lover come in right now, because what it's gonna do is gonna hatch it open, it's gonna bust the mucka hucka open is the way it's coming through. Let me see, what do we have from the wild unknown alchemy and perfect. We have synchronicity, unus mundus, everything works together. So it's like so anywhere where we have this lover coming in that brings this passion out of you. With the drowned king underneath. Yeah, see, and that's all speaking to me, saying exactly, because this, it's like with the drowned king, it's like there's all this emotion, but it's not allowed to be fluid, it's not allowed to flow. And so in this situation, what I'm seeing is like, then it's like, okay, stop focusing so much on your career, focus a little bit more on this passion right here. This love come in, you recognize them, they recognize you, y'all come together, and some incubation come through, and then that gives the umph, it gives the power, it gives the growth to bust open this egg that's been sitting there so that this star could be born. It's amuse someone that it motivates, inspires the art in you, inspires at this person, inspiring passion in you, right? And that is generating an energy. Yeah, somebody here, you recognize their flame, and there's a reason that it comes in, and there's all this synchronicity to confirm it. So this matches that matches this, and so you can see that happening in your experience. Okay, something happening during the rat season. Somebody here, this situation coming out the next year, that it's going to change is in 20. Well, hold on, let me confirm before I say the next. This situation gonna last till at least 2032 for somebody is what I'm getting. That's one of the things I heard. Okay, but overall, I'm just seeing a lot of synchronicity. And somebody is a Chinese zodiac sign, the rat. They're giving me that. So one of those years that we mentioned earlier is their birth year. You already know which one it is because you know this person's birth year. But this is interesting. So it could be yours or theirs. But this is interesting because that flame is giving the heat, the passion, the fire, the determination, the drive, and that's what's cracking open this egg. It's a star that's been waiting to be born, and it's coming out. And then I hear, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. So that energy is here. Let's see, what do we have for the tribe of love and peace and happiness? Six of Cups, Ten of Swords. The past holds no, so it's like the past is over. The past, you've learned all you could, you've seen all you could from past experiences. It's time to stop looking back to the past. The past is over. The betrayal of the past is no longer affecting you. The past is done. The Ten of Swords is putting that's done. And then I just hear the song, signed, sealed, and delivered, I'm yours. Okay, so for somebody, this is also saying soulmate is signed, sealed, and delivered, baby. It's yours. Okay, so this is it. The past has no weight here is the first and most important message I'm getting out of that, though. Past has no weight here. Past is over. The past energy is in the past. Let it stay in the past. I heard if you so worried about my past, you better watch out, because you're gonna end up being a part of my past. But somebody is not worried about your past. So let me see here. What else do we have for the track? Two coming out again. We have the Daughter of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So in the current energy, it's like, I am totally getting what I wanted. You're getting exactly what you wanted here. You can. I see you in this energy of expecting it, but not knowing how it shows up. But then you realize, oh shoot, this is exactly what I wanted. This is the wish that I asked for being fulfilled. Okay, so there's a wish you had asked for, and it's being fulfilled. And what is this? A passion that helps bust this thing wide open, baby. Okay, the hidden blessing in this is the Seven of Cups, which is again saying to me, you made this wish. You made this wish. You made this happen. You put that wish out there. You did it day and night. Okay, that's what I heard. You did it day and night. You were wishing for opportunities. What does it take to help bust this thing wide open? And turns out it comes in this passionate, higher level soul connection. Okay, what else do we have? And the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So what is it saying? Well, right now the big difficulty for you, oh my gosh, the big difficulty for you is to take your wins. That's what I'm hearing. Take your wins, work with it, build on this peaceful opportunity. You have an opportunity that actually is easy. That's your big challenge right now, because you're used to things being so hard. This is easy. So that's why it presents as a challenge. It's like, hold on, this is good luck. This is good fortune in my life. The situation that's happening is actually beautiful, and it's easy, and it's fluid, and it's natural. There's no forcing. There's no pushing and pulling and fighting and all this stuff. Just let it be easy. Oh, love is easy, easy, easy. So don't you make it hard. Yeah, a song from LMA is called Easy, and it literally is talking about that. Like, love is easy, so don't make it hard. Just let it be easy. All right. Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords energy is here. Okay, so you have somebody, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in there. Somebody who's very discerning. Somebody who thinks a lot, but they don't say a lot. Somebody who's wise. Somebody who has been through a lot of things. They've been hurt a lot. So when somebody treats them the way they deserve, they take note. I heard they take notice. They pay attention to that. Okay, this person doesn't say all the things that cross their mind. Why? Because they learn to watch their words. They learn to watch their tone. They learn that sometimes it's a good thing to talk, and sometimes it's a good thing to shut up. So they know that, and they know how to do that, and they do it well. You don't have to tell them. Okay. Son of Pentacles coming out saying, take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. You're in a winning path, and take careful consideration. Checks and balances over yourself. Make sure that your steps are sure. Make sure that your steps are solid. Make sure that your steps are building a solid foundation, because you set to win in this. Yes, the star is being born. The egg is going to hatch for you. It's all coming to fruition. Let me see, what else do we have? We have the Daughter of Wands, and it's in reverse. So why is it in reverse? Because it's already happening. Okay, so you were looking for some fortunate, I'm hearing you were looking for some fortunate event to happen as evidence that you were already on the new path, that you had, I'm hearing, corrected course, that you had shifted energy, closed old cycles down, beat the old matrix, something like that. And you've already gotten it. You've already gotten it. Okay, so somebody here is like, you were doubtful, wondering, or curious. Is this really what I think it is the energy that is giving me. Is this really the new beginning I think it is? Is this really gonna go the long haul? Is this really what I was waiting for? And the answer to all that is yes, it absolutely is exactly what you were waiting for, hoping for, what you thought it was. It's that. Okay, I heard and then some. I heard and then some. So there's more in this that you haven't seen. There's more in this coming, in this experience, that you didn't even know to look for. So that's pretty freaking cool. I like that. In other words, as good as you think it is, it's better than that. I'm hearing it's better than that. Now, here's the thing. This one that's coming in, they're not exactly gonna just throw it all out there. Instead, they're gonna do it. They're gonna tell you when they're in the process of doing it at that time. Like, what is it? It's different for all of you, but it has something to do with what you always wanted. It's what you always wanted. You're getting it. Okay. Somebody sees what you want. This is like when you have a conversation with the person and you're like, oh man, how good it will be, how great this item would be in my life. It would sure be fantastic if, and then you know what, this person, they heard you, they were real quiet when you said it, but then they went on to make plans to get it done. They went on to make plans to get it done. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of person, you got to get her done person. But this person gets her done for you because they see so much value in this connection with you. Why? Because they've been mistreated, they've been disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Queen of Swords, Mother of Swords energy is somebody who been through some stuff. They could be bitter as heck, and to other people they probably are. They just ain't to you, because there's something about recognizing this energy that you guys have in common. It's like you could probably match them in that energy, where being bit, you could be bitter to a lot of people, or come off from their perspective as bitter. But the fact of the matter is, both been through a lot in this situation. The past betrayals, the past hurts, and all that stuff is like, it's so far behind you. It is so far behind you. It's not even smoke in your rear view mirror no more. It's just gone. It's just gone. It dissipated. The fog lifted. The smoke is dissipated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even affecting you no more. And now it's time for you to go on ahead and have this experience. Yeah, all the past was to bring you into a higher level of self-awareness. All those betrayals, all those difficulties, all those endings, all those hurts from the past, it was to make you more self-aware. You and this person, I heard, in common. Yeah, because there's some commonalities in this situation, to make you more aware. Yeah. Shady little shit. Let me see what the one that fell out to the ground. Now I'm more curious about what the one that fell out to the ground. Hold on. Hopeless. There's a hopeless, shady little shit. Interesting. Okay, but this is giving you what you wanted. Interesting. So in your self-awareness, you yeah, interesting. So it's like when you stop wanting something, when you stop being so hopeful about something, like that was the sneaky way to get it, whether you knew it or not. I've learned my worth and value, and as a result, I have outgrown the situation. Yeah, there was a person who tried to keep you in a hopelessness. This person would, I heard somebody from your past brought a lot of self awareness, because what they did, what they would try to get you built up, get you excited about. Oh, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. We're going to do this together. And it was all fucking lies, and they knew it. They wasn't gonna do nothing. They just wanted to build you up so they could drop you down harder. They're just showing me, like on the wrestling shows. Now that shit is all scripted, but they show me on the wrestling shows how the one dude lift up the other one and body slam him, right? And that's what this person was trying to do to your soul, to your heart, to your energy. Both of you have been through that in the past. They're saying that's a common energy, and both of you did this, chasing your own tail, just like a dog running around in circles, getting nowhere, chasing his own tail. That's what you were doing with these people in the past. They would make promises. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be that for you. Blah blah blah. Whoop de whoop whoop. And all of it was just to build you up, so that when you came down from the high that they gave you with their false words and fake promises, that you would fall harder, that it will be more destructive and more damaging to your soul, to your heart. They wanted to break you down. Oh, well, they failed. It didn't work. But the thing about it is, this experience gave more self awareness to you, I heard, than ever before. Yeah. Sharing your wisdom will hurt more and have more to affect conscious awareness than all the A's, B's, and C's you could call them. And that's the thing about you and this person, is that you have both, instead of standing there and calling folks out of their name, rather than do all that and waste your breath and your energy, you told them the truth about themselves. Ouch. I heard that hurt. That really hurt. It really sting. This is something that y'all have in common. Okay. So these are things that you're going to find as synchronicities as you get to know this person, as you have deeper conversation with this person. This could be somebody you've been known for a long time, but you didn't know these aspects of this person, because now it's being revealed. Now is a perfect time, because now you're admitting and realizing that you've been attracted for a reason. Okay. Some of you have been attracted to this person for some time, or them to you, or you're both to each other. But the attraction is there for a reason. Y'all have wisdom to share with one another. You didn't know It's the way I'm seeing it, the way they showing it to me was all the time you've been passing by, walking by. Somebody wears braids, somebody wears twists, but all the time somebody wears flower in their hair. All the time you've been passing by, walking by one another. And I'm hearing for somebody at work and for somebody I'm seeing at the mall because you work at the mall, but whatever. There's been this attraction there. And now that you're actually holding the conversation, what you're finding is that there's a lot of commonalities in the path that you've come out of. Yeah. So what the F? Mama knows. Okay, mama knows. So somebody here, your mother told you, your mother's in spirit, and she showed you the signs. Some of you, your mother is right there with you, and as you were telling her what was happening, you know what I'm saying, she like blah blah blah. Some of you are mama that knows. Okay, some of you, your mama knows that this connection exactly what it is, that it's a higher level soul connection. That's why you're having this attraction. That's also why, although you've been side by side by one another, it was protected until this perfect time. Until this perfect time, until y'all came into this certain level of self-awareness, this connection was protected. It wasn't meant to unfold until you were ready, until you were both ready and self-aware enough to understand what's going on here and to move away from the shady little shit of hopelessness. Okay. And this shady little shit of hopelessness, this person just try to and bring all their hopelessness and I heard it misery into your world and try to bring you down with it. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm being shown. So you know, this is what kind of partners you have had in the past, or friends, or whatever. It was in your environment, and for some of you, it wasn't about another person. It was your own mentality. You had a shady little shit mentality of being in hopelessness. You had to learn. You had to change. You had to figure it out that hold on, it's not, life ain't that bad. Life is long enough to be happy if I choose to be. Some of y'all really had to figure that out for yourself, and some of you is because you were holding on to a connection with somebody who needed to figure that out, and who was really, they weren't even trying to figure it out though, they were just projecting it into you. Yeah, they were just projecting it into your energy. And somebody here was holding on to a lot of feelings of regret and guilt, and they were just meditating on that. Yeah, they were just meditating on that all the time. Somebody here, it was meditation though that I see though, they were focused on that. But at the end of the day, because they were getting silent, it's like spirit crept in during the silent moment, and then all of a sudden they could see something different. And what happened was, there's this independence. So when you meet this person, you're both gonna be single. You're both gonna be single when you meet this person. I see you specifically, you focus on your spirituality. Yeah. Having learned your boundaries and your limits. I see you having learned your boundaries and your limits, your requirements. You learned that I can love you, but that don't mean I'm gonna be around you. Okay, that don't mean I have to see you just because I love you. Yeah, you learned that love and presence are two separate things. And your love, it's okay that you have requirements for your presence. Your love is unconditional, but it's okay for you to say no to somebody because they don't meet the requirements of your presence, which has to do with being able to maintain your peace, being able to stay solid in your own stability, emotional and mental stability is important to you, because you know that that affects the core of your energy field. It affects your life. Yeah. Yeah. So you, what do you know? Then you find this attraction with this person. They happy go lucky, they joyful. This person is drama free mama, you know what I'm saying? That person is somebody who has some awareness, somebody who is aware, self-aware. Yeah. I see this relationship is gonna move quickly. I see this relationship gonna move swiftly. Some of y'all gonna enjoy a ride in the car with some good music in the background. You're gonna go somewhere. I heard you're taking a bottle of wine, a blanket. Y'all gonna sit down and have a conversation. Okay. One of the things you're gonna talk about is the long path to get here. The long path that y'all took to get here. Yeah, and it's been a long journey by yourself, out in the cold. Nobody there to hold your hand and pick you up when you fell down. You guys are two people who had to go this path on your own. You had to go this path on your own. But now that you guys have come together, it's like there was always this hope that you could have this kind of a connection that would embrace and encourage and uplift, you know. And so what happened was, while you were living this life of alone and by yourself and out in the cold, and nobody to give dang about what you got, only people trying to take from you and stuff like that, what had happened was, you qualities were being developed in you, and likewise qualities was being developed in this other person, who with whom you recognize their flame because it matches your own. So you were both being develop specific qualities. Okay, you are being developed to be equals and opposites at the same time, is what I'm hearing. They're showing me that with the synchronicity card, the way these snakes are patterned differently, but look at, they're the same shape, right? But they have different colorings. So that's telling me you guys have been developed to be equals and opposites. Where your opposites, it's perfect, because where your opposites, it's like offsets and balances the other's opposite. Okay, so it's like one of you is stronger in this area and the other is stronger in that area. Why? Because you can then therefore teach one another the strengths that you have to offer, which is not their strong suit. Now, in the places where you're the same, it allows you to sustain in one another's energy field, because it's as though main principles of lifestyle are similar enough, which allows for y'all to coexist and commingle in a beautiful way, to intertwine your energies, to be interdependent as opposed to codependent, and at the same time to have value to share with one another. Yeah. So let me see what else. Yeah, this is definitely a soul connection, a soulmate reunion energy. This is definitely about being able to discern with more than what the ears can hear. Yeah, being able to discern mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You know that this is something you've been focused on having. You both been focused on having this, okay? And it's about getting those returns. You invested long term for this. If somebody is so happy, this person recognized your energy field too. The both of you, it's like the energy just rushed to one another when you actually meet. The energy rushed to one another, and it helps you have this ability to just let go of the past pains and move on. It was this soul connection is something you had visualized. You had thought that something like this could be, but in reality you were just maintaining your own, protecting your own heart and having this desire. You were having this desire, and when this comes in, it comes in, it's like the drawing is so intense, the drawing is so strong. Yeah, you feel like you gotta go, but then at the same time you're afraid to tell all your truth, because you know that love has hurt so much. But it's funny because intuitively you're still drawn to this person, right? And so you give it some time, you give it an opportunity, and then you start to see the truth about this person, and then they show you what they do, they show you what they're about. And then you feel like this person has been through so much, right? You feel connected to this person, and you tell this person, I feel this interesting connection to you. You know that the person is single, you believe that the person is single, and you're starting to realize like there's something here. There is absolutely something here. Yeah, you both have been through a lot. At one point your heart was filled with all this darkness, but with time you've allowed that to clean itself up. Yeah, and so you start to feel passion for this person. You start to find more ease in communicating with this person instead of being so stressed and closed mouth and closed hearted. And your heart really begins to have feelings for this person. You open up emotionally. You tell this person that I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. Won't you help me, girl, just as soon as you can? And you know that this person got feelings for you too. They got passion for you too. And what you're gonna find is, a year later, you're gonna look back like, wow, so much has happened. Yeah. Yeah, because this person, they're very loyal, they're very consistent. This person has been wanting somebody who makes them feel something. Uh-huh. And then you got a smile so sweet. You could have been some honey. So there's something about this person want them to make them feel something. And it's like, if I feel that, then I know something, okay? Because this person, I heard they have an understanding about their emotional guidance system, right? So they're looking for a feeling. Yeah. Uh, and you're giving them the feeling, right? So they looking at you real serious, okay? They're trusting in what they're feeling. uh they tell you that you seem to got it all going on. They already know that they're completely focused on you, and what they're going to learn is you're in the same energy and y'all really are a pair. Yeah. Yeah, because in the past, this person, they felt like they were very childish, and now, they feel more mature. They are. they've learned a lot of things about themselves. They're not so foolish in love anymore. They're not interested in opening up. They're actually very locked up unless you have the code, unless you have the keys, unless you got the secret messages, unless you got the secret spirit codes, soul codes, whatever. Yeah, this person, they've had a lot of people that show up in fear and worry and stress, but the thing about this is they're not getting that with you. Yeah, they're getting drawn to you. They feel joy when they're around you. Yeah. And you and this person is like, this is a soul connection that's reconnecting again. One of you, maybe them, maybe both of you, really feeling like we've been through this before. I know you. I know you on another level. Yeah. You feel that way. And then so that has you watching out. It's almost like you said, okay, I feel like I've known this person before. I know I've known this person. You feel so familiar. So you're asking the universe to show you signs and synchronicities. And what do you know? They show up. And when they show up, you know there's a lot. And it's going to show up. Somebody here, you're going to be looking through. I see a magnifying glass. Somebody here is going to be on a piece of paper. Somebody here is going to be on the wall. And then I'm hearing the signs are on the wall. And then I hear mini tico person. Okay, so for somebody, you know what that means. And it's, yeah, okay, so somebody here, you seeing it. You're seeing it on the wall. Okay, the writing is on the wall. The message is there, is very clear. If somebody is literally going to be some words on the wall at a restaurant, I see that. Okay, you see the message, you see the sign, you're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I asked for. And so you're going to be also, because of the interaction with this, you're feeling so much more connected to the universe because you're asking for validation, you're asking for confirmation, and you're getting that stuff right away. Yeah, this person, for some of you, you're going to notice that this person is just come out of a divorce, and this person has been just, I'm hearing maybe 4 months out of the divorce. This person is going to tell you that they had to really fight a lot in that last relationship. Okay, this person is also going to tell you that, you know, they've done this over and over again and they don't want to do nothing like that anymore. And so this person is going to tell you how they've been rejecting different connections, and they're glad they did, because here we go, they're saying here we go together now. Yeah. And you're gonna not take too much time to introduce this person to your family, because it feels right, it feels destined, it feels like a blessing, right? And then the thing of it, or you know, one of you in the family intro, because I'm hearing both of you going to introduce to family, but you know what's going to happen? It's going to show who's true and who's false in the family or a friend circle, right? Because there's no stopping this introduction, there's no stopping this thing unfolding, but because this introduction is happening quickly, somebody gonna have something asinine to say, they're gonna have something stupid to say, you know, and you're just like, it's gonna show you, you're gonna be surprised to see who's really your friend, who's really your family, who really cares about your happiness, and who really don't. Okay, that's gonna be made very clear in this situation. But these life lessons and the truth in those life lessons is what's giving you this opening the starboard. And so as you go through this situation, you're gonna see more fruitfulness in your life. Okay, so if it was in your career, which is coming up, you're gonna see a lot more clients, a lot more money flow, right? That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Why? Because you're feeling the higher vibration. You're feeling a higher vibration just in general, because all of a sudden now you have something you ain't really never had before. And it's love, baby. Ace of Cups goes to Two of Cups. You did the self-development work. Go Queen of Pentacles goes to Ace of Cups, goes to Two of Cups, goes to King of Pentacles, baby. You attracted a beautiful, stable, loyal, real relationship here of love. And why? Because you did the self-development work. And as a result of that, you know, you did this on your own. And as a result of that, spirit is guiding folks to you. They're coming to you. You don't even see this coming. Yeah, they've been disappointed with where they've been in life. They're going to make a change. They're going to make a change, and they're going to choose a winner in this. And that's going to equal new clientele, new business, new opportunities. I see properties. I see real estate. I see connection. I see wedding. I see all that stuff. And I see you in reception of it. I see you in receptivity of it. Why? Because you understand the ways, the laws of the universe work. You can see the synchronicity as a guide for you. You follow the messages. We used every card in that final deck. Let's go into your alpha and omega messages and put this bow on here. The spiritual teacher, hermit energy. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love in ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. And I feel like You've been doing that. You've been on your own. You've been trusting your own guidance. You've been focused on your own spirituality. And that's what attracted this like energy to you. And it wasn't just you, it was them too. They had to do the same thing in order to meet the requirements for your presence. Okay. Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts that are excuse me, thoughts are that powerful and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that, essentially, all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones that we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. And they're giving me again the lyrics to the word to the song Easy from Ella May. So go check that out. Information about the channel that we have here, the services I have on offer to get your nails done by the Melinda NailFanatic here in my Las Vegas nailfads studio. Everything is below the video. Thank you for your love, donations, and the growth in the channel. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time, kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.